Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of FTW Adrenaline. We have another action-packed episode in for you tonight. Bunch of big matches, and no telling what will happen. We have a United States title match. It is William James' first defense since capturing the title in Los Angeles. But we are going to kick things off tonight with Nathan Michaels in action against an unknown opponent. He was issued an open challenge over the weekend. So we will see who answers the call. Nate, of course, last week showing unprecedented dominance, aggression when he took on Jackson Hart. That was the Nate of old. We'll continue to see that Nate this week. And he makes his way to the ring. Pyro going off behind him. He appears to be rejuvenated. This is the Grand Slam, as you would say. A nickname he used to go by many years ago. As we get set for his one-on-one match to open the show. The question is, though, who answered the call? Who was willing to step into the ring with Nathan Michaels? Granted, a win over the Calgary Flame, the Calgary Mustang, still means a lot in this business, as Nate rarely ever loses. He's considered one of the most dominant athletes in the history of wrestling, let alone FTW. Having won titles all over the globe, major promotions. But who, I might ask, has answered the call? And it's, oh my God, it's Marcus Vertanen. Return of Marcus Vertanen. He hasn't been seen in what? Must be almost 3-4 months now. Not since he dropped the United States title to Angel Fire. Marcus Vertanen is back. The Finnish Bloodhound is back. And he has accepted the open challenge by Nathan Michaels. We are in for a treat. Marcus is one of the best technical wrestlers in the business. And he is stepping into the ring with one of the best, a living legend, Nathan Michaels. And a victory over Nate would propel Marcus into title contention. What a way to make your return to FTW. Marcus, a former FTW United States champion. He had held the title for over 300 days before dropping it to Angel Fire. But Nate starts things off with a running neckbreaker out of the gate. This is the same Nate that we seen last week, but Marcus with a quick takedown as he tries to take the game to the mat. Marcus, he's just going to try to ground Nathan, not let the Canadian use any power. We got a dragon screw. That's what Marcus needs to do. He needs to focus on the bad legs of Nate if he wishes to have any chance of winning this match. But Marcus, with a perfect drop kick, bringing the Canadian down once again. But Nate, he refuses to stay down for any length of time. I remember Nate, so powerful. Also technically gifted. As he whips, uses as a rope as a whip, and now he's choking Marcus. Like I said, this is a new Nate. Nate doesn't normally resort to such moves, such dirty tactics. An elbow but to the back of the head. And a whip into the corner. What does Nate have in store here? He is just going to stomp a muddle. Oh no, he's putting his knee into the face of the Finnish Bloodhound. Again, Nate's showing some of that aggression. He whips Marcus off the ropes. He ducks a clothesline. Marcus with a back suplex. A vicious back suplex. Looks like Nate landed right on the head. Is this the opening the Bloodhound needs? As he works Nate's abdomen, likely setting him up for that perfect finish maneuver. As he whips Nate's off the rope. As he just kicks him in the stomach. Is he going for it? No. Just a big suplex. Marcus has Nate reeling. He was going for a belly to back. Nathan counters. Remember, Marcus was a former United States champion. He took on all comers, defended against all comers. But Nate with a quick pin. 1, 2, no, kick out. Marcus kicks out. Like I said, Marcus was taking on all challengers. He just wasn't able to defeat the longest reigning United States champion, Angel Fire, who reclaimed his title. Marcus, I'm sure, has his eye on the biggest prize in FTW. As he ascends to the second rope, he's telling Nate to get up. As he launches himself with a missile dropkick from the second rope. Is this the opening Marcus needs? Is what he's going for here. 1 suplex. He is going for the trifecta suplexes. A signature move. 2 suplexes. 3 suplexes. He goes in reaching for the pin. 1, 2. And Nate kicks out at 2. And Marcus can't believe it. Trifecta of suplexes is usually enough. As Marcus, he's setting him up. He's going for the perfect finish. But Nate counters. Back elbow to the face. Nate, he's going for the Calgary Flame. But it's countered by Marcus again. Marcus with a vicious spinning back elbow. Marcus once again setting him up for the perfect finish. He hooks the leg. He hit it. It's over. 1, 2. No. Nathan kicks out again. He kicked out of the perfect finish. What is he going to have to do? Marcus with a drop kick to the face. Marcus can't believe it. It took all the power he had to hit that perfect finish maneuver. Looks like he's just going to try to wear Nathan down. A vicious soccer kick to the back. As he sends the Canadian into the turnbuckle. What does he have planned here? But Nate countered into a gut-wrench suplex. Looks like Nate's getting fired up after being dominated here for a little bit. And an axe handle smash. And another one. And a huge power slam by the Canuckler. What's he got here? What's Nate thinking? He's dragging Marcus to the center of the ring. Is he? Yes! He is setting up for the sharpshooter. Nathan has it locked in deep. Marcus trying to reach for the ropes. Oh, the finished Bloodhound is forced to tap out. But an impressive showing nonetheless by the Finnish superstar. Marcus, there's no shame to tap it out to one of Nathan Michaels' finishing maneuvers. As Nate trying to catch his breath. But who's this? It looks like Jackson Hart is going to make an appearance here tonight. That's his video playing on the Titantron. There, he's in the ring. Vicious clothesline. Nate was unsuspected of it. He had just clotheslined Nate. Nate appears to be out of it. Unbelievable turn of events here. But we must turn our attention. It looks like Ryan Reese is making his way to the ring. He has a microphone. He has something that he wants to say. I'm still in shock over what we just seen. Another cheap shot by Jackson. But what does the FTW champion have to say here tonight? He appears to be pumped up. He must be still upset over his loss last week, being choked out by Clinton Slate. And of course, he's making a lot of sense. This is his first loss since winning the FTW Championship. When he was choked out in the middle of the ring. Now, he may not be one for making excuses, but let me tell you, if it wasn't for the ringside appearance of Adrian Kincade, that match might have went very differently. It forced Reese to take his eye off the ball, so to speak, and that cost him in the long run. Speaking of Kincade, here comes Adrian himself. What does Kincade, the former FTW champion, have to say? He appears to be quite pleased with himself over last week's antics. Just taking his time, getting into the ring. Now, what do we have to hear from this? He is making the bold accusation that he is not on the same level. That the champ, Ryan Reese, is not on the same level as the elite of FTW. But Reese brings up a good point. He has defeated Kincade twice now. Once when he cashed in his Call of Duty briefcase, and another in singles competition before Conquest Los Angeles. Well, Kincade bringing up an interesting point. He has never received his one-on-one rematch for the championship. So one has to wonder when he's going to get that. He's owed. It is in his contract that he will get one. It's just a matter of when. And Ryan's agreeing to the match on February 25th in Philadelphia. That's right, we're going to be in Philadelphia next week for our next Conquest. Conquest Philadelphia. And this has got to make Kincade happy. You can see by the smirk on his face. He is going to be getting his rematch in Philadelphia. But that begs the question, what about Clinton Slate, who holds a victory over the FTW champion? Surely now he is also owed a title match. But a cheap shot, a cheap low blow by Kincade. What a vicious kick to the lower region. Kincade to the second rope, but he goes for the senton and misses. He is looking to exert some punishment. Kincade bragging about how tonight he would defeat Clinton Slate, something that Reese couldn't do. Surely if he does that, that will make him the true challenger to the FTW Championship. But we're getting a little sneak preview of Conquest Philadelphia's main event. As Kincade and Ryan Reese are going at it. And a back elbow by Kincade. As Kincade sets up Reese for the brainbuster. And you gotta believe that if he hits some of these big moves in Philadelphia, that we will have a new FTW champion, the first ever two-time FTW champion. And this is just all Kincade early on. Look at this as he just relaxes on the rope. He doesn't even think Reese is a challenge. And the Northern Lights suplex. Someone has to separate these two, and there's a referee. Referee's finally getting in the middle of the two. Kincade lays out Reese one more time. Unbelievable turn of events here tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, as we try to recover from all that, we have a #1 Contenders match coming up for the FTW Tag Team Championship. That's right, the winner of this match will face the Unbreakable Dragons of Will Rao and Shuhei Tezuka in Conquest Philadelphia for the Tag Team Championships. And right now we have the former challengers who last month in Conquest Los Angeles lost to the Unbreakable Dragons. It's the British Invasion of Samuel Gregory and Duke Williams as they get set to take on a new dominant tag team here in FTW. Although the British Invasion always one of the top tag teams, they will have their hands full tonight if they wish to advance to Conquest Philadelphia, as they get to set on that new, vicious, the Disciples. The Disciples have come out of nowhere in Reese in the last month or so. And they've defeated the Bronx Bullies. And they have defeated other tag teams as well. Just in vicious, dominant fashion. Team of Jason Bourne and Ethan Tyler. The question is, who are they disciples of? Clearly with a name like that, there must be some other player at work here. Perhaps we will learn in time, but for now, these two get set for tag team action. They want to move on to Conquest Philadelphia to take on the Unbreakable Dragons and take those tag team championships away from them. We will see the Unbreakable Dragons in action later tonight. No emotion on the face of the Disciples as they get ready to make what I'm sure they consider an impact. They already hold victories over the Bronx Bullies, the longest reigning tag team champions. And it's Samuel Gregory and Ethan Tyler starting things off today. And the bell is rung. And Tyler just whipping Gregory down. A vicious double axe handle to the back. These guys are just powerhouses in their own right. But they also have agility like this announcer has never seen before. Oh, and a vicious flapjack pop-off uppercut. And here comes Jason Bourne. Gregory could be out. Maybe they should just go for the pin now. But Gregory managed to recover. But he just can't seem to escape. A jumping, spinning tornado DDT by Jason Bourne. Gregory, though, with a back body drop. This could be his chance to gain some advantage. But he has the legs whipped out from underneath him. It's just all Disciples early on as he just pounds Gregory's head into the mat. He's whipped into the turnbuckle. And the Disciples apparently have a vicious big right hook. What's Tyler got planned now? He just hangs Gregory up on the ropes. Gregory needs to make a tag. But the Disciples just cutting off the ring. They are not letting the Brit, who is taken down. We thought we would have an opening there. But they are just cutting off the Brit, not allowing him to make a tag to Duke Williams, who desperately wants to get in on the inside. Tyler, though, applies a camel clutch. He is trying to end this early, making Gregory tap out. But Gregory manages to escape. Is this the opportunity he needs? He's going to make the tag. And here comes Duke Williams. Duke Williams managing to get a vicious knee in. I think it's the first little bit of offense they've gotten. But Tyler still managing to slow the match down to his pace, the pace of the Disciples. Makes you wonder what these two just came in and have just made a big impact. One just doesn't beat the Bronx Bullies in the manner that these two did. And it's just all Disciples here early on. Big tag is in. It looks like they're setting up Duke for the Tower of Doom. Their vicious chokeslam maneuver, and they hit it. The referee, though, trying to take control of the match. 1, 2. Oh, it looks like Gregory managed to break up the 3 count, or else that would have been it. They're early on. Now, is this chance the British need to gain an upper hand in this match to try to take this match back from the Disciples? As a vicious spinning back suplex. It looks like Duke's going to the second rope. What's he got in store here? It doesn't often that he goes to the ropes. A double axe handle to the head of Jason Bourne. And a vicious spine buster. But has the damage been done? That Tower of Doom might have taken all that it could have been of Duke Williams. He appears to be worn out. Tower of Doom, such a vicious finishing maneuver. Tag team finishing maneuver. As Duke applies his own camel clutch. Tyler, however, look at this. Look at the power of Jason Bourne as he just muscles his way out of it. So he was going for a power slam. It's countered into a belly to belly by Duke Williams. But Tyler crawling his way over to his tag team partner. Duke still slow to get up. There comes Tyler. What a vicious double axe handle smash. But he ducks the clothesline and whips Ethan Tyler off the ropes. But Tyler just vicious brawling strikes. But Duke trying to gain control of this match. It's just pounds away on the back of Ethan Tyler. But again, the Brit is worn out. And a huge spinning power slam. You gotta think that if Duke could gain control, gain enough of his breath back, maybe he should tag out. He hasn't really recovered since taking that Tower of Doom earlier. And a vicious back takedown by Ethan Tyler, who applies the rear headlock into a gator roll. Into a crossface. He's going to try to make the Brit tap out. No. Look at that. That was a snapmare right down into the knee. Is this the chance the Brit needs? Yes, he makes the tag to Samuel Gregory. Gregory with one vicious clothesline. But he ducks out. Tyler ducks the next one. Goes for a belly to belly. But it's countered by Gregory. But Gregory whipped into the turnbuckle. And a vicious Shinnin Wizard into a clothesline. Okay, this is just all Disciples now. Duke Williams is on the outside, and here comes Jason Bourne, fresh, recovered. Samuel looks like he's just doesn't know where he's at this point. And a vicious super kick. It looks like it's just all systematic at this point. And it looks like they are setting up for another Tower of Doom. And they've hit it. And that's it. Samuel is out. Gregory is out. As he goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Duke Williams just getting back up to the apron in time to see his partner pinned. As the Disciples, Ethan Tyler, Jason Bourne, they will go on to Conquest Philadelphia to take on the FTW Tag Team Champions, the Unbreakable Dragons. And we gotta thank the Dragons for watching this match. They are in for a world. They were in for a challenge in Philadelphia. But coming up, ladies and gentlemen, it's William James. He's got a microphone in hand. Last week, he had said after his quick defeat of E.C. Wadden that he was issuing a United States Open challenge and that anyone who wished to partake would have to come down there and defeat him in a first blood match. We've never had a first blood match here in FTW, so this is going to be a real treat. William James, bit of a hardcore expert, not afraid to bleed, not afraid to get his hands dirty. Makes you wonder who is going to step up and face the hardcore William James. And that's a question he's just asked now. Who will step up and challenge for the FTW Championship, or United States Championship, excuse me. As we await a challenger for the first ever United States First Blood Open Challenge. And it's the man that he defeated in fast order last week, the former FTW champion, E.C. Wadden, who surely wants revenge for his quick defeat last week at the hands of William James. Must feel like he has unfinished business, and he is going to try to take that United States Championship away from William James. In all honesty, I was expecting Angel Fire to come down and demand his rematch after losing the FTW United States Championship in Conquest Los Angeles. But that does not appear to be the case. It appears Wadden wants another crack at William James, and he's going to try to take that United States Championship away from him. Right, as we get set for one-on-one first blood action for the FTW United States Championship. We have the challenger from the East Coast of Canada, E.C. Wadden, former FTW champion, and of course the current FTW United States champion, the man who defeated Angel Fire, one of the greatest FTW United States champions of all time, William James. And this is right up James' alley. You got to believe that he is at the advantage here. So he shows off the United States Championship. This is going to be a hell of a match. This is going to be a brawl. These men are just going to go to war over that title. And that's the way it should be. These competitors, all competitors, should be going to war over the championships they are fighting for. The referee shows up the United States Championship for all to see. And the bell has rung, and we are on the way. And James starting things out quick with a side slam into a snap DDT. He's going for that blood early. You can see a lot of moves that will target most likely the head in this matchup. Into another snap DDT, and that could do no. The referee has to be extremely careful. James just targeting the head. Are we going to have a repeat of last week where he makes quick work out of Wadden? But Wadden gaining finally a chance to breathe. These two men just slamming into each other, neither man willing to move. Wadden with an arm drag takedown. Into a chin breaker. It's just James all early on with a spinning neck breaker. As I said, you're going to see a lot of moves that will target the head. They try to make each other bleed in order to gain victory. James hanging EC up on the rope and whips him back. It's going to impede his ability to breathe properly later on in this match. This is just all James early on. Juan finally managed to gain an advantage. It looks like he's going to hang James up on the top rope himself. Juan now rolling out of the ring. It looks like he's going for a weapon. That's the best way to make James bleed, but James cuts him off as he hits an inverted DDT. These men now on the outside of the ring. And they are taking this match up the rampway. Remember, there is no protection out there outside past the ringside area. That is just hard steel and concrete that these two men are fighting on. And Juan with a quick reversal as he goes for a white noise. And you can see James clutching at his back as he just lands on that steel. These two men are going to war. Juan with a jump, I don't even know what to call that maneuver, to be honest. It looks like some kind of sunset flip. Is this the opening Juan needs? As James works his way back up to his feet. James now with a neckbreaker onto the steel ramp. Again, I must tell you how unforgiving that ramp is that you would land on. There is no protection whatsoever. These men are landing on steel, and James biting. He is biting EC Wadden, trying to purposely gain blood with his own teeth. But Wadden with a Michinoku driver on the outside. But he cannot win this match by pinfall or submission. No, you have to win by making your opponent bleed. That is the only way to gain pinfall or to gain victory. As James ducks under, no, but he's countered with a clothesline by Wadden. Wadden was going for a kick to the face, and James sets him up for an electric chair, but he drops him forward, and Wadden lands on his face on the unforgiving steel. Look at him clutching his face, but he is not bleeding by the looks of it. You might be out cold though, you just don't land on steel without feeling consequences of that later. But these two men, they want that United States Championship. They are fighting over it, but Juan, what a dragon suplex onto the steel. And you know, that must have hurt him just as much as it hurt James. But Juan has a chance of control as he sets him up for the cradle neckbreaker. A vicious pump handle cradle neckbreaker where he drops William James on his knee. But James is able to regain control of this match. It looks like he was going for some kind of cutter, but it's reversed. And Juan with a flip over DDT of his own. Is James bleeding? Doesn't look like it. Juan continuing the assault. This just stomps the face of the United States champion. This is the Juan that we're used to seeing, an aggressive, competitive one, not the one that we saw last week where he got defeated in, what was it, 2 minutes? This is the former FTW champion that we're used to seeing as he's taken down by a clothesline. James won a fight, and it looks like he's getting it here tonight. Juan is bringing his A game. He wants vengeance over last week being embarrassed. Juan now got him up on his shoulders into a gutbuster, into a senton. He's just trying to make James hurt right now. He just tries to catch his breath. Juan now going for another cradle neckbreaker by the looks of it, and he hits it. James would be out. If this was a match by pinfall or submission, this match would be over. These two men are just going at it. But James, with a side Russian leg sweep, to regain the advantage. That's James got in store here. An abdominal stretch. He's just trying to stretch out Wadden. And it's working. But you can't win by submission, James. You know that. You set the rules of this match. Just trying to wear Wadden out. A vicious knee strike by James. He was just slamming Wadden's head off to that steel ramp where most of this match has taken place. What's James got in store for here? A backbreaker, neckbreaker combo. James must be learning. He's got to make his opponent bleed before Wadden makes him bleed and captures the United States Championship. Fireman's carry takedown by James. Who hits another side slam. What is James going to have to do? He just stomps on the hand of Wadden. This match could go all night if neither man makes the other bleed. And another vicious side slam. Wadden is out. He's barely able to move. So he gets back to his feet. He struggles to get back to his feet. James now stretching out Wadden one more time. He's trying to wear down the East Coaster, who reverses into an arm drag. Wadden must wondering what it's going to take. James reverses into an inverted DDT. This is the opening that James needs. Into a snap suplex. And again, Wadden is down, unable to defend himself after a suplex on the steel. James pulls him back to his feet. He rakes the face and goes for a vicious low blow. James, of course, not afraid to fight dirty. In fact, he enjoys it. And the fans here love him for that, especially that hardcore mentality. That is right up these fans' alley. They love seeing that kind of stuff. Wadden managed to finally regain control of the match. But James reverses. And again slams Wadden's head into that ramp. That unforgiving ramp. Looks like James, he is going for the Widow's Peak. That is his finish. And Wadden is out. But he's still not bleeding. That means that this match must continue. It looks like James is going to go for another one. And he is. He's going for a second Widow's Peak. And he hits it. But again, this match must continue until one man bleeds. Only then will the referee stop the match. Right now, James is just trying to hurt EC Wadden. Coming out here, James warned everybody that if you come out here to challenge for his title, it was gonna cost you. Most people thought that it would try and cost you blood, but it was just gonna probably cost you years of your career instead. Wadden finally managed to gain an upper hand as he slams James' knee into the concrete. As he tries to regain control of this match, he ducks a vicious clothesline. But Wadden with a big belly to belly. What's he got planned here? And a vicious stomp to the face, and that looks like it's it. James is bleeding. One is making James bleed. The match is over. That's right, the match is over. James is bleeding from the forehead. Wadden, with that vicious stomp, has busted the William James open and has captured the United States Championship in the process. Fans here are in shock. But ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you that on February 25th, we will be in Philadelphia for Conquest Philadelphia. I am still in shock over what I had just seen though. The EC1 has defeated William James in a first blood match to capture the United States Championship. But Nathan Michaels, who we seen earlier, taking on Marcus Ferdinand, is back into the ring, this time with a microphone. He is surely upset at Jackson Hart for interfering in his match, interfering after his match, I should say. And yes, he is wasting no time. He is calling out Jackson Hart, the son of the Blackheart himself. Now, for those of you who don't know, early in Nate's career, he aligned himself with Jackson's father, Ace, and was a member of the Blackheart stable. So to see Jackson get involved with Nathan is a bit of a shock. Makes you wonder, what's Jackson playing at here? As Jackson makes his way to the ring, he is going to be in action coming up very shortly, when him and his tag team partner, Mr. Blackmore, take on the Unbreakable Dragons. Makes you wonder what's Jackson going to say to justify his attacks on Nathan. What does the boy have to say here? And the way that Nate's acting, you're right, he is fuming. He did not like the cheap shot that Jackson caused on him after he defeated Marcus Ferdinand earlier tonight in this card's opening match. Like I said, these two, Nate has a history with Jackson's father, so it makes you wonder, what's Jackson's goal here? Is he just trying to piss off Nathan? Or is he playing some kind of long con? Trying to make a name for himself at the expense of Nathan Michaels. But look at this. Perhaps Jackson is referencing it. Talking about Nate's price. Like I said, Nate was a member of the Blackheart stable. He does have a price. Looks like these two will discuss business matters behind closed doors. Makes you wonder, what the hell was this all about? What's Jackson getting at here? First he attacks Nathan, now he's preparing to buy him out? That doesn't make any sense. But what's really going on here? But we'll get set for tag team action. Earlier tonight, we've seen the Disciples defeat the British Invasion to earn a shot at these men, the Unbreakable Dragons, for those FTW Tag Team Championships. Will Rao, Sugar Tezuka, the Unbreakable Dragons. You gotta remember, these two were at the bottom of the ranks in singles competition until they were just randomly thrown together for the Medal of Honor tournament last year. And to everybody's surprise, they ended up going all the way. Not only did they win the Medal of Honor, they earned a title shot at the FTW Tag Team Champions, the Bronx Boys, and defeated them. These two have gelled immensely since then. An unexpected tag team nonetheless, but they have made it work. They just seem to know how to get along, where each other's going to be. But they are in store for a vicious match tonight as they take on the team of Made Money. That's right, that's Jackson Hart and his hired goon, Mr. Blackmore. Jackson not afraid to flaunt his money. He went out and he hired himself the biggest, the baddest man that he could get his hands on. Blackmore could probably be an FTW champion himself if he were to go solo, but he seems quite content getting paid by Jackson Hart to be his personal bodyguard. And you gotta believe the disciples are watching this match. They are going to be watching to see how they can defeat the Unbreakable Dragons at Conquest Philadelphia. As Jackson and William Rao will be starting this match. We are on the way, and Jackson starts things off with a spinning neckbreaker. Into a vicious uppercut. And he's trying to take this match to the outside as he knocks Will to the ground. And he is going out after him. Will tries to crowd to his feet. Jackson just grounding him. Are we going to get a count out this early on? No, Will with the counter. And an STO takedown by the tag team champion. It's just unbelievable in my mind how William Rao and Sugar Tezuka came together. Just a random pairing. They were the least likely to win that tag team tournament. The Medal of Honor. But yeah, here we are. This is actually a rematch of the finals of that tournament, where Made Money is taking on the Unbreakable Dragons. Jackson Hart and Mr. Blackmore were the finalists. These two teams do have history together. They got to believe a victory over the tag team champions will earn them a shot in the near future. Jackson, of course, recently challenged for the FTW championship and came up just short in his goal to claim that title. You gotta believe he hasn't forgotten about that either. But it looks like Jackson's in trouble as Will rips him into the corner. And here comes Shigeru Tezuka as we get a double Northern Lights suplex into a pin. 1, 2, no, it's kicked. Jackson kicks out. Mr. Blackmore tried to get involved, but he's quickly thrown out of the ring. And a springboard 450 suplex by Shigeru. But Jackson trying to regain the advantage into a snap suplex. He must be wondering where his tag team partner went. But he hits a fist drop. And he is just applying elbows to the top of Shigeru's forehead. You see Blackmore starting to stir here. But he hits the money pit. He hit the money pit. That elevated backbreaker, or the elevated spinebuster I should say, that he calls the money pit. Jackson now. He had hit the inheritance. 1, 2, no. Jackson with the inheritance managed to gain a 2 count before William Rao breaks it up. Sugar fights back with a vicious uppercut. And a stiff soccer kick to the back by the tag team champion, by the Japanese sensation. So he was going for a double axe handle, but missed. But needless to say, he hits a German suplex. Jackson, he is struggling. He wants to get to the corner and tag in Mr. Blackmore. That's that standing corkscrew moonsault. What a athleticism move that is. A standing corkscrew moonsault. And here comes Will Rao. And what's he going for here? The GTS. And he hits it. Look at him, he's taunting Blackmore. That could be it. But no. Rao is going for something else. He's going for belly to belly. But it's countered by Hart. Hart should use this opportunity to tag, not taunt. But still, he's staying in there. He wants all the glory for himself. That's unlike him. It's not normal that he would stay in. He would normally let Mr. Blackmore do all the heavy lifting. And it looks like Jackson was going for another inheritance. But it's countered into a shin breaker by William Rao. He should have taken that opportunity, though, and tagged in Mr. Blackmore. As Rao is now just laying in the elbow drops. And that's the difference between the Unbreakable Dragons made money. Made money is out for themselves. The Dragons are a team, and they want to be known as one of the greatest teams of all time here in FTW. As Rao whips him into the corner. What kind of tag team move are we going to get here now? And a vicious leg whip. The momentum. That could hyperextend the knee. And Jackson trying to crawl. And it looks like Sugar was going for his finish. The Dragon's Breath, as he called it. But he is cut off by oh, what a big fist. Big meaty fist by Mr. Blackmore. Just stomps on the midsection of his much smaller competitor. It looks like he's going to do it again. Just stomping away, putting his 333-pound frame into the abdomen. Into a backbreaker. Into the fall-away slam. That could be enough. Sugar looks out of it. Is that enough? No. Blackmore going to apply more pain. But Sugar fights out of it. Blackmore again gaining control as he goes for the choke bomb. He had hit the choke bomb. That could be it. As he goes for the cover. 1, 2, but Rao breaks it up. William Rao breaking up the 3 count, saving the match for his tag team partner. And Sugar fights his way back to his feet with a spinning elbow. They trying to wear down the big man. But, oh, what a move. He was going for a flapjack. But Sugar Tezuka counters it into a headlock takedown. Into an uppercut. Is this the opening? There it is. That's that standing corkscrew moonsault. Into a snapmare kick. This is the type of offense they have to apply against their much bigger, much stronger opponent. But Blackmore counters and just takes applies a vicious knee to the head of Sugar Tezuka. And it looks like Blackmore is going to go for a power bomb. And he hits it, but he hits it too close to the corner. But no, he counters. He prevents his opponent from making the tag. This is just Blackmore's specialty. All he does is just dominate foes. Doesn't matter if they're a champion or not. Tag teams or singles, all he does is dominate. There's a reason why he's a hired gun. As he applies a vicious bear hug. But Sugar, using his elbow to fight to the back of Blackmore's head, he fights out of it. And he hits a cutter, standing cutter. Sugar going to the top. He is going for the Dragon's Breath, and he hits it. He hits the Dragon's Breath, and he's going for the pin on Blackmore. But the referee is distracted with Jackson. 1, 2, no. You gotta believe that distraction by Jackson Hart made all the difference in preventing the 3 count. But Sugar finally able to make the tag to William Rao. Ralph showing off his power. He's got the big man up. And he gets a go to sleep on the big man. Blackmore is out. Now what is William Ralph setting up now? The ripcord high knee. Into the pin. 1, 2. But Jackson just gets there at the last possible moment to break up the count. But he gets German suplex for his problems. Or for his troubles, I should say. And Rao heading to the top rope. Is he going for that frog splash? No, he is telling Blackmore to get up. Into a tomahawk chop, but it's countered. But again, Rao just using his big speed, and he hits a back suplex on Blackmore. This match has been action-packed. Rao showing off his strength. He's got the 300-pounder in a gut-wrench position and suplexes him. See, Rao has all the makings of a singles star here in FTW. He just needs to know how to put it together in a singles match without a tag team partner. He does not have a singles win to his name, but he is dominant when it comes to tag team action. As he reverses body slam into a Northern Lights suplex. Is this the opportunity Rao needs? As he heads to the top rope. But Jackson is tagged in. But Rao cuts him off with a drop kick. And this is what I'm talking about. Tag team of William Rao and Shuhei Tezuka. They just seem to know how to click together, how to cut opponents off and making those hot tags, gaining momentum back. And that's what they'll have to do next week against the Disciples in Conquest Philadelphia. But Rao going for a suplex that's countered by Hart. And it's countered again by Hart. Hart trying to catch his breath. What's he have planned here? He just strikes the back of William Rao, who has been in this match a long time now. And a backbreaker. Only backbreaker followed by a leg drop. He just stomps away on the FTW Tag Team Champion. Is he going for another inheritance? No, it's reversed into an inverted DDT. William Rao setting him up. Is he going for that ripcord again? He is. The ripcord high knee. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3. It's. Whoa! Oh, what's going on here? I think the referee missed. Jackson had his head on the ropes. If you look, the rope was bent. Jackson had his head on the rope. That should have been a rope break. This match should be continuing. The referee missed that. He had his body part on the rope. He had his head on the rope. He was too busy counting down his shoulders. He didn't see his head on the rope. Oh my, what does that mean? Jackson's not going to be happy about that. But ladies and gentlemen, we are in store for some women's division action now. As the FTW Women's Champion Brooke Lynn is set to take on the Canadian beauty Claire Gagne. Brooke Lynn defended her championship last week against Mercedes Ritchie, finally putting her to the back of the line. And now Claire is looking to step up. Claire, when she came in here, she was on fire. She defeated everybody, including Brooke. But ever since losing her feud to Ruby Rose, she has not quite been the same superstar. But surely a win tonight over the FTW Women's Champion would put her into title contention, get her back into the winning ways. As Brooke is set to enter the ring here, she parks the motorcycle on the side. But there's Mercedes Ritchie. What's she doing out here? She is not set to have this match tonight. Brooke has no idea that she's even there. What is Mercedes doing? Brooke sees her. She throws down the title. It looks like we're going to have an impromptu match right now. Brooke not one to shy away from a fight, but we were not expecting Mercedes Richie to come down here and interrupt. Mercedes must be still fuming over losing her championship match last week. She's just working away the leg with a leg whip there. The FTW Women's Championship still laying in the ring as Brooke hits a vicious belly-to-back suplex. Brooke still has her sunglasses on, for that matter. But we are having a match nonetheless. The referee is calling this match. Where is Claire Gagne? She must not be impressed that her spot is being taken over by Mercedes Richie. Referee finally getting the Women's Championship belt out of the ring so it can't be used as a weapon. Vicious back elbows by Mercedes. Brooke takes her down. Well, she is fuming. She is telling Mercedes to bring it. As she throws her glasses to the outside. This is unbelievable. Brooke is not one to shy away from taking matches, but this is not what she had prepared for at all tonight. And Brooke going up to the top rope. What does she have planned? She was going for an elbow drop, but misses. It is rare that Brooke goes to the top rope, but now Mercedes with the pin. No. Brooke quickly kicks out. And a vicious chop by Mercedes. And another belly-to-back suplex by Brooke. What does this say about Mercedes? Mercedes feels like she was robbed of her opportunity, even though she has lost back-to-back matches against Brooke now for the FTW Women's Championship. I think she's just out here to prove now that she can defeat Brooke. But she is sent to the outside. And look at Brooke just taunting her, telling her to get back in the ring and stop faking it. But that could cost her. She gets hot-shotted along the ropes. This is the opportunity Mercedes needs to regain the advantage of this match. As she caught Brooke unexpectedly during her entrance as she was prepared to fight Claire Gagne, and a big chop there in the corner. Into the pin. Referee 1, 2, no. Brooke kicks out at 2. Mercedes can't believe it. Mercedes is going for a back suplex, and she hits it. Brooke landed awkwardly on her shoulder. Looks like she might have been setting up for that figure 8, but Brooke quickly counters. Brooke letting the crowd know that she has this under control. Brooke now with her side Russian leg sweep, sending Mercedes down. And looks like she's setting up. She's in the corner. It looks like she's going to set up the spear. And she launches. She hits it. And she rolls over into the pin. 1, 2. Is that all? No. Mercedes kicks out at 2 3/4. Brooke, of course, not getting much of a run at that. She just more or less dove and tackled her with the spear. If she had gotten any distance whatsoever, you got to believe that this would be over. Mercedes now with the leg whip again. She is working that leg into a splash from the second rope. Is that enough to put away Brooke? 1, 2, no. Brooke kicking out. The FTW Women's Champion showing what she's made out of, taking this match unexpectedly when she was expecting Claire Gagne, not Mercedes Richie. Mercedes, snake eyes are on the turnbuckle and drops a knee to her face. Mercedes must be still furious. She must wonder what's it going to take for me to defeat Brooke here. But she's knocked to the outside by the Brooklyn native. And the crowd is loving it. They are chanting Brooke's name. We have a count of 1. They work their way outside. Mercedes not letting this go. She drops a knee to the back of Brooke. Remember, the referee is counting. She sends Brooke into the steel steps. We are up to a high count at this point. And a vicious belly-to-back suplex on the floor, and the referee is telling them to take it in the ring. Mercedes is whipped into the stairs, into the steel stairs. Is she going to be counted out? We are up to a count of 9. Mercedes starting to make her move, but no, she cannot make it back into the ring before the count of 10. And Brooke wins this match by countout. I mean, it seems only fitting, given that she was, the subject of a sneak attack by Mercedes Ritchie. And as soon as this match went to the outside, Brooke just took over, slamming her into the steel steps and making it so that she could not make it back into the ring before the count of 10. Mercedes still on the outside, still not recovering from that shot to the steel steps. One has to wonder, now that she's lost 3 times in a row, Brooke Lynn, what does that do for her psyche? Where does she go from here? She was unable to defeat her twice for the FTW Championship, and now unable to defeat her despite a sneak attack. It just shows the toughness of the FTW Women's Champion, that she is willing to take on all comers at any time. But ladies and gentlemen, we are set for our main event of the evening. We have the former FTW champion, Adrian Kincade, set to do battle with the man who holds a victory over the current FTW champion, Ryan Reese, Clinton Slate. And making his way to the ring now is Adrian Kincade, the man who claims he's going to do what Ryan couldn't do last week, and that's defeat Clinton Slate in singles competition here tonight. As he poses for the crowd, he is as confident as ever, especially now that he has a title match in Philadelphia next weekend. That's right, as we get set to move Philadelphia for conquest, as FTW looks to conquer Philadelphia. And Kincade makes his way to the ring. You can see the people, they're flashing their pictures at the Natural, the savior of FTW as he calls himself. He gained that nickname because he was the one who defeated Gene Colo, the Kaiser, and ended his year-long championship reign. But he has got his hands full tonight as he is set to take on Clinton Slate, the chokeout artist himself. He has already choked out former FTW champion, like I had said, Gene Colo in Conquest Los Angeles. Last week, he choked out Ryan Reese. And this week, he's going to try to choke out Adrian Kincade. And those are all big names here in FTW. And you gotta believe that even holding victories over 1, 2, or even both, 2 of them, as he does, he has got to be up there when talking about future championship title contenders. And you got to believe that a victory over the current #1 contender would make him almost guaranteed a title shot. As he gets set to enter the ring, trying to psych out his opponent and pump himself up. Now we are in for a pay-per-view quality match here tonight. It's Clinton Slate sets to take on Adrian Kincade. Makes you wonder what his focus is. He says he has unfinished business here in FTW. And I guess his business is to capture the FTW championship, and he's going to choke out everybody who gets in his way. The crowd is already chanting, "This is awesome." And the match hasn't even begun yet. And there's the bell. Kincade starting things off with a big suplex. Already getting Slate on the ropes. He's going for a quick pin. One. And Slate kicks out at one. It's going to take more than one suplex to defeat someone like Slate. But Kincade just slapped him in the face. But now Slate with a back body drop. Into a Urinaga. And a kick to the back. This is what I mean. Slate just power moves and choke moves. He is as dangerous in the ring as he would be out of it. You never want to give someone like him a chance, but a back elbow by Kincade sends him to the mat. One has to wonder what Kincade's plan is. You would think it's not to get caught with your back turned. But if he choked out, but he hits a brainbuster on Clinton Slate. And he's now delivering vicious elbow strikes to the head of Slate. I guess that's another way to do it. If you knock your opponent out before he has a chance to choke you out, you also win the match. But what's this? It looks like Ryan Reese. That's Ryan Reese's video. He is trying to distract Adrian Kincade. It looks like Slate was going for a sneak attack, but it's countered into a Northern Light suplex. Kincade again laying in those elbows. This was probably Reese's payback after Kincade getting involved in his match last week, but Slate was unable to take advantage of it. It looks like he was going for those trifecta of German suplexes. Slate counters into a back suplex of his own, slowing the match down. Slate pulls Kincade to his feet, and he's got him into that capture suplex. Is that all she wrote? Slate looks like he's going for the choke already. Kincade doesn't know where he's at. He's got him in the choke. He's trying to choke at Kincade already. This could be it. This isn't. No, Kincade. He didn't have. Kincade fights out of it. Slate didn't quite have the choke locked in. Kincade able to escape. And Kincade sends Slate to the outside. And Kincade got incredibly lucky there. But Slate did not have that choke locked in. And Slate appears groggy on the outside as he's whipped up the ramp. And Kincade just drops a senton on him. Again, you got to remember that this is. Neither man wants to be counted out. But they want to hold a victory over one another. But it looks like Kincade doesn't care. He will take a victory no matter which way he can get it, as he dropped a Michinoku driver on the outside. And he looks like he's going for more elbows, but Slate reverses. What's Slate have in store right now? He just tries to send him into the barricade, but Kincade using elbow drops to the stomach, fighting out of it. Kincade, he was trying to get a counter victory. He runs just back to the ring, but they both managed to make it in time. It looks like Slate was going for a German suplex of his own, but it's countered by Kincade, who hits a running bulldog, slowing the match back down, and Slate escapes back to the other side. Remember, Slate, he wants to face the best that FTW has to offer, and he's getting it here these recent weeks, taking on Gene Colo, Ryan Reese, and now Adrian Kincade. Kincade applying a reverse chin lock, trying to wear down Slate. Surely he must be thinking that if he can hit that code, they'll be all over one. No. Of course, it's going to take more than just a chin lock to defeat someone like Slate. Kincade going up to the second rope. He is getting pumped up. He is telling Slate to come get him. Slate works his way back to the feet. He counters a double axe handle. But Kincade's so quick. And he goes for another brainbuster. Now that could be all. That could be all she wrote. Another brainbuster. But no, Kincade continues the assault. Kincade with a snapmare takedown. He was going for a headbutt, but it's countered by Slate. Slate going for a body slam, but again reversed. Kincade just so quick as he goes for that Tiger backbreaker. It's the Tiger backbreaker. But that took a lot out of him. It is not easy to muscle someone up by their arms like that for a Tiger backbreaker. Just chills in the corner, mocking Slate. Kincade honestly believes that he is the best that this company has. And so he's going for a body slam of his own, but Slate counters into a headbutt. And Kincade getting up, played a little possum into an arm drag. He goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, kicked out. Slate managing the kick out. And now Kincade with a drive-by knee to the head of Slate. Kincade just working him over. And here comes the trifecta of Germans. Yes, one German. And no, oh, this is just a setup move for the code. As he hits the third German suplex. Doesn't look like Slate even knows where he's at. What's Kincade got in store here? And a springboard swanton. And Kincade just taking his time to catch his breath. He is in firm control of this match. And now he goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. No! He just kicks out. You gotta think that Kincade wasted a pinfall just catching his breath there. He should have went for the pin right away, but it looks like now he's going for the code. He has hit it. He hits the code. Slate is out. This is it. It's over. 1, 2, 3. No. What? I could have swore that was 3. I could have swore the referee's hand hit the mat for a 3. I can't believe it. Slate must have kicked out. Kincade now with a powerbomb. Kincade can't believe it. He is doing everything in his power to win this match. If he hits a running elbow, no, it's reversed by Slate. Slate with a T-bone suplex. Where is he getting this energy? Kincade trying to use the ropes to pull himself up. Slate, he appears to have a second wind. I still can't believe he kicked out of the code. Slate bouncing off the ropes with a running senton of his own. Where is he getting this? Vicious backstrike. The German suplex. A dragon suplex. And the straitjacket suplex. The chimera. He just hit the chimera suplexes. And now he goes in for the pin. 1, 2, no. Kincade kicking out of the chimera. Slate bringing his full arsenal tonight. Is he going for another choke? He must be setting him up. Kincade quickly counters into a snapmare. Is he going for another headbutt, but it's reversed. Slate with the verdict choke slam. He hit the verdict choke slam. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2, 3. Yes! He has defeated Adrian Kincade with the verdict choke slam. Unbelievable. Just when we thought we'd seen it all. Just when we thought he was only known for his choke. He applies a choke slam. And Slate picking up another impressive victory over one of FTW's bests. And ladies and gentlemen, what a show we had. Man, it is going to take a few days for me to recover from all this excitement. Look at this. Kincade seen backstage trying to get an interview with him. And he wants nothing of it. He is pissed over losing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to FTW Adrenaline.